to discuss about histogram. In this session, we are going to discuss about what is histogram and how to we create a histogram in Excel sheet and what are the bins and intervals in histogram and what are their lower class limit and upper class limit and how to draw a histogram. Histogram actually is a graphical representation in which uh, we are studying the shape of the data and data patterns and their frequencies. And this is the format of histogram in which part number, part name, and characteristic which we are going to perform in histogram that are mentioned. That is, specification is 61.4 plus minus 0.2, and instrument is vernier caliper, and operation we are which operation we are going to perform histogram, and machine numbers and least count of instrument that is 0.01, and which date we are going to perform, and instrument identification code also we are mentioned. Uh, actually, data which are going to perform the histogram already taken from the process, and there are the total 100 data, and the sample size is 20, and uh, sample size is 5, and subgroup size is 20, and specification is 61.4 plus minus zero point 0.2. Upper specification limit is 61.6 and lower specification is 61. Now we are going to calculate the maximum, minimum, and average value by using the formula equal to max, select the data range, this one, and enter. This is the maximum value. And for min, select the formula of min, x is equal to min, select the data range, and enter. Again, average is equal to average, select the formula of average, and select the data range, that- like this, and enter. This one the average of the data. Now we are going to calculate the process width and specification width. Process width means this one. What is their maximum value and what is their minimum value and what are their difference. This one the maximum, and this is the maximum value, and this is the minimum value. Their difference is process. That is 0.15, like this. And specification bit, that is 0.4, that is the maximum specification limit and low minimum specification limit, their differences, like this, that is 0.4. And design center, that is the center of the specification limit, like this one 61.4 plus minus 0.2, and we can easily calculate it by using this upper specification limit plus lower specification limit divided by 2. We can go design center. And starting point is actually the minimum point, that is minimum point of the data range, that is minimum, that is minimum value, that is 61.35, that is the starting point. And now we are going to calculate specification with already calculated intervals. For interval we need to class, and class is very important factor, that we will how to find the class first discuss, then interval. Number of class interval, that formula is 1 plus 3.222 multiplied by log n base 10. N value of n is 100 because of 100 ready, and the now formula become 1 plus 3.222 into log 100 base 10. Log 100 base 10 value is will become 2. Now the formula become the 1 plus 3.222 multiplied by 2 is equal to 1 plus in bracket 3.222 multiplied by 2 also, that becomes 7.444 and if we are taking the round up, that value becomes 7. Now, one method is also calculating the class interval that is given in table. That is the number of data and number of classes. Under 50, we can find the value of the number of classes is either 5, either 6 or 7. 15 to 100, it becomes 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. And 100 to 250, that becomes 7 to 12. And over 250, that becomes 10 to 20. Our data range is in this value 50 to 100. We have 100 data range, that is the our value can be 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. In this example, our value is 7, that is 7. Exact value we can find out by using this formula. Okay. This is value of the k is 7. Now we can find out the most important parameter of the histogram, that is interval. Interval is equal to r plus lc divided by k. Means r means process bit, that range, data range with means maximum minus minimum, and least count, that instrument least count, that is 0.01 in case of vernier, and in case of other instrument, that least count will be mentioned here, and k value is in this example is 7. Now we can put easily in data range is that is process bit, that is 0.15, least count, that is already given 0.01, and divided by k, that is 7. Interval is 0.0229, means 0.0229, and this is the important parameter. We can highlight yellow. This is also an important parameter because of the class. Now this is also an important parameter. Now next parameter is how we can select the lower class limit. That is very important. Lower class limit and higher. Formula is starting point, means minimum point of that data range that already we are find out. That is the this point is minimum point, and this is the maximum point. Minimum point is 61.35 minus 0.5 multiplied by least count. Least count. We can find out the lower class limit. Like is equal to starting point, that is 61.35 minus 0.5 multiplied by least count, that is 0.0. Enter. This is the lower class limit, and we can also calculate higher class limit by using the formula, that is higher class limit. The formula is like equal to higher value is 61.5. Now plus, in this case higher class limit case, that value will be plus factor is 0.5 multiplied by 0.0 enter. That is higher class limit. That means the value of higher class limit is 61.5050. This value. These are the value as matched. This is the higher class limit. That is, this one is lower class limit. Then we should find out the these are the intervals. Means the interval for this achieving first value is starting point is 61.3450, and next value will be adding the intervals. This value plus adding the intervals. Interval is 0.02. This next this value is the and, next data bar, means bar starting point. This is the end point. This is the next interval. Now this value become this one plus adding next this one. Again this is the same value. Again in this value adding the intervals. This one adding the intervals. Next value is same like this, and again adding the intervals. Now next value is also same, and again we are writing the in this value intervals. Now next point, this is the again this is same as the previous value, and again we go to intervals, adding the intervals, this value plus adding the intervals. Next, this is the same, and again we are going to adding the intervals, means this value adding interval in this value, that become the end point. This is the higher point, or this was the lower point. In this interval, what are the data range false? That frequency is 8, and next data in data range 3 values is false, and next data range 13 value total false, and in next data range 15 values, and from 61.4364 to 61.4593 total 53 data values is false in this range, and in this data range total 4 value is false, and this data range total frequency of value will be 100, because we have 100 data. These are the cumulative frequency. And now we are going to draw the histogram. Now we can select the intervals and their values, means like this. Now we can select the like this. Now we can draw the histogram or bar chart. Now select the data range and insert the recommended chart, that is the bar graph column, this one, and we can write is histogram. Histogram. Now in this histogram and already plotted histogram had difference here. In this histogram they have data range, minimum value, and their next values, means adding the intervals. In this only high interval highest value. Now we can write the interval by editing it, like 61, starting point is 61.3450 plus 2 space 2 61.3689, like. Now next value will be 61.367892 36892, next value 2, like this one. Now the next value is 61.4136 to 61.39071 to this one. 61.3097 to 61.4136, 7 4 digit, that is this one, that this becomes 7. and 61.4136. 4136, 4 digit. And next range will be 61.4364, 61.4136 to 61.43. That data range we can edit it easily. Copy and paste and can edit easily. Then 61.4362, next value is 61.2, 61.45, that is 9, 4593. Right. Next value will become 61.45932, this one. 4136 to 64, like this. 64, 413, 61.4364, 61.4364. This value become like. Next is 61.43 to 4593. Okay. 61.43 to next identity next data interval, that is 61, 61.4593. Next data. By editing it again, next value will become 61.4593 to 4821. 61.4821. Now next value will become 61.48 to 61.505. 61.4821 to 61.505. This one the our data is there, and that are the similar to this. Now we can overlapping these bars, that is the 0, and gap width also 0. Okay. And I think the data bands. These are the similar to this histogram, like this. Now we have another method. By using the Excel formula, we can easily calculate the histogram. Now select this value and plot here. Already plotted, and like this. And we can uh, insert, uh, add the data and data analysis. If data analysis tool is not added in your Excel sheet, we can add easily, like this. We can in file go in file in this section, file, and options, click on options. In this option we found the add ins. In this section, add in, we need to add in add in this section. We can find out the analysis tool by PPA. Select both them and OK. Then data analysis will tool display here. Now go to the data section and go in data analysis, and data analysis, select data analysis, select the histogram and OK, and select the data range. Data range means where the value are pasted from that sheet. This one the data range, and what are the bin range. Now if you are not selecting the bin range, then the Excel sheet can default bin range, display the default bin range. If we selecting the bin range, then they are displaying like the chart and display. This one the by default bin range. by default bin range. And if we're selecting their own bin range, means which are we are already find out the bin range, that like in this example, like this one, then the data become similar. Now again we are selecting one, and go to data analysis, select the histogram. Okay, select the bins, then select the input range, that is this one, and select the bin range. We are putting like this one already selecting. We have made it bin range, means we need to data in this bin range. Okay, these are the almost similar my previous histogram. Copy and paste here, like this is similar, like this is very similar. Thank you very much. If contents are like you, please like it and subscribe. Thank you very much.